This cake will knock your socks off. If y'all want to learn how to make this Kentucky blackberry jam cake with a homemade caramel icing, keep on watching. This whole cake is made from scratch, and it is so good, and it's pretty easy to make, I think. So if you all want to know how to make it, just keep on watching. Also, my cake got a little bit cock-sided, but it's still good. She's still pretty. So preheat your oven to 350. Then go ahead and get you some oil and spray you 2 pans. You don't have 2 pans, use a bundt cake. And at this point, I ran out of spray oil, so I just oiled my pans with a paper towel and some vegetable oil. You're going to need 2 sticks of softened butter. Please use softened butter. And a little trick, use that little wipe from your butter to wipe your pans down. Then I add 2 cups of sugar to my softened butter, and you're going to blend it about 5 minutes. Then I use 3 farm fresh eggs. And then you're going to add 1 egg at a time and mix it in. And I wish I had got the duck eggs from up there at Cornett's Fresh Market, because that's the best eggs to bake with. So there's my second egg. I'm blending it in. Make sure you blend it good and push your sides down with a spatula or a spoon or something. And there's my third egg. Right, nothing like farm fresh eggs. Then here I'm adding 1 cup of buttermilk. Yes, it's buttermilk. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder, or baking soda, I'm sorry. I added a cup of my blackberry jam. I canned this and won first place at the county fair in it. So I'm adding my blackberry jam into that. If you don't have like your own, just go to the store and buy you some. Then you're just going to blend all this up. Now I'm adding 3.5 cups of plain flour. That's just all-purpose flour. I've always called it plain flour. Then to my flour, I'm going to add a teaspoon of ground cloves, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a teaspoon of allspice, and then just kindly mix this up real good. Blend it, make sure it's all blended through the flour real good. Then you're just going to add in increments a little bit of this flour mixture to your wet batter, and then blend it up really, really good. Like I'm showing here, scrape your sides down. Make sure you scrape your sides down real good. And then just add a little more of your flour mixture until you get it all blended in. TikTok goes away, I'm truly going to miss showing y'all all my cooking videos. I love to cook, and I love to show how to cook. Then I added a cup of walnuts here, and I'm just going to fold them in with the big old spoon. I'll put my cake batter into my cake pan and put them in the oven. They took about 45 minutes to cook. And here in the last 5 minutes, I'm adding 2 cups of powdered sugar in a bowl. Then I got 10 tablespoons of salted butter and 1/4 cups of light brown sugar, and I mix this till it's good and mixed up, and let it boil slowly for about 2 minutes, but keep on stirring it. Do not let this burn. And then I added a 1/3 cup of milk to my caramel mixture, and then I blend that up really, really well. And then I add 1 tablespoon of this imitation maple. You can also use a really good bourbon if you'd like, but the maple is so good. I'm telling y'all, this is the best icing I've ever ate in my life. And then at this point, I will start adding my powdered sugar in increments and then blend it up well. You don't want to add it all at once. Just do it a little at a time. And y'all, look how pretty this icing turns out. So pretty. And then after my cakes has cooled some, I'm going to add a little bit to my cake. And I did fix 2 servings of the icing, because 1 wouldn't have been enough for me. I like a lot of icing. So I did double this. I went back and made another batch of it and then added it together. And here I'm just pretty much just icing my cake and showing y'all how I iced it. It got a little cock-sided, but she's done all right. And it's actually so pretty, and this cake reminds me so much of how like Christmas should taste or smell. My house smelled so good after I made this cake. I mean, it takes a little while, but it's beautiful, and you're going to get so many compliments on this cake if you make it. So I hope y'all try my cake.